And I stopped at this trinket dish here. $7.99. I love the inlay. I am getting ready to go into a Salvation Army thrift store to see what I can find to flip online. White tags are 50% off. I like this corner piece. The flowers on it. Guess it would hang like that. It's $4.99. Gonna think about that. Oh, these little ornaments under here, so cute. They're probably made in China. Cute though. I looked quickly through the metal aisle, and this side is all wood. And I stopped at this trinket dish here. $7.99. I love the inlay. This is made in Italy. A quick look down at the red, white, and blue end cap here. This was kind of interesting for $4.99. Somebody broke something and it was all over in the middle of the aisle. It's all pushed to the side now because someone helped push it to the side, and then we gotta tell the cashier up front about it. That's a pretty milk glass mug. Oh, hold on, I'm too. Let me back out. There we go. It's Federal glass. They want $2.99 for it, and it's gonna have to stay on the shelf. I'm liking the looks of these glasses. It's kind of like a green and purple opalescent. 3 for $6.99. It says the Pioneer Woman on the bottom of them. Alright, I'm gonna have to lift these up because I'm not familiar with them. I like the cobalt blue. This says 4 for $15.99, but there's only 2 up there, and the other one says 3 pieces for $3.99, and there's only 1. I was looking at these earlier, and it said 3 for $3.99. Just found the third one. So cute. Little soy sauce dishes. That's really neat too. I like the shape of it. This is Alpine cuisine made in Germany. $3.99. Looks to be in really good condition. I put this into the cart. I think I'm going to keep it. It's $6.99. It's vintage UNESCO. It's a very large trinket dish. And this is a hobbyist, but I just noticed it has a chip at the top. I kind of like the shape of it, but I'm going to put that back. I also found these coasters. They're fun coasters, $4.99 for the set of 4. They're Gary Patterson. These are the dog ones. He also makes the cat ones, clay design. And I just want to check them over, make sure they don't have any chips. They are just so cute. I think I'm going to get them because of they're such a novelty. And then I picked up this set of knives because they're heavy metal and I love the handles. $1.99 for those. There's 6 of them there, so that's really good. I did look at this earlier, and the flashing is all off on the inside of it. I am back in the car. I didn't film a lot in there. It was just a little bit busy, and every time I would want to do something, there would be somebody either right next to me or right behind me, and I still get a little unnerved about that. I know I shouldn't care. I know Green Bee Explorer doesn't care. She just films and nobody cares that she's filming. So anyways, I filmed as much as I could. Not much was on the shelves that I could put in my cart, but I did find some goodies. My total spend was $30.69, and I will show you what I got in the haul. This is my haul from the Salvation Army. I just love these glasses back here. They're footed drinking glasses, not really wine glasses. They're more like for water or something like that. The 3 of them were $6.99. It was white tags were on sale. I didn't get anything with a white tag. I love this green, like opalescent carnival type glasses. I love that it's also got that optics to it. I'm expecting to get somewhere in that $22 to $25 range for the set of 3. I'm always on the lookout for trinket boxes, and this one is quite large. Unusual colors with the black bottom, this kind of peachish color here, and then the white doves on top. And I checked them over a few times to make sure. The only thing I feel on this one is it's just a rough edge. It's not chipped, but a rough edge. On the bottom, if I can turn it over, oh, it's going to be upside down, but it says UNESCO 1979. Or is that 72? Oh, now I got to take a better look at it. I think that says 72. I paid $6.99 for this, and I think I can get in that $15 to $18 range for this fairly large trinket box. This item was $7.99. I normally would have not put this in my cart. I love the wood and the inlay there with the doves and the heart. It's just beautiful. And when you open it, it is a musical jewelry box. On the bottom here, it says made in Italy. And on the music box side of it, it says romance. So of course I had to look this up right away to make sure this was going to give me a good enough return to keep it in my cart. And I think I can get somewhere in that $25 to $35 range for it. These were just such a fun novelty item to get. So these are all the dog ones. They're all made by Gary Patterson. He's a well-known comic artist. He does cats, dogs. I'm sure there's other things. I don't know all of his work. So this says on the back here, clay design. It is made in China. I don't know if it's still on the modern side or not. and I paid $4.99 for it, and I think I can get somewhere in that $12 to $15 range for it. Now, these I had to put in my cart right away. $1.99 for 6 of these, which is their normal price for flatware at most of the Salvation Armies. They like to sell it in sets of 6. Not sure why, but that's what they do. They normally don't rubber band them. They usually just have them loose, and you kind of pick what you want. Sometimes they'll rubber band like mixed sets. I'm like, who would want a mixed set of different flatware? And sometimes I stand there and I take the rubber bands off, and then I re-rubber band it, matching up the sets. But anyways, these are so unique. So I got to get the rubber band off of this and look this up. I haven't looked it up yet, so I'm hoping to be surprised, and I'll let you know what I find out about this set of knives. They look so much better set out on the counter like this. Very faintly on the knife part, it does say Gourmet Select. I did an image search and came up with that same name, and they called it the treble clef for the pattern name of the handle there. Pottery Barn made a similar, almost identical one to this. And apparently Pier 1 also did, so it might have been a theme back in the day. The Pottery Barn ones, they called them fiddlesticks or fiddle something, like the plant. But being that mine are marked Gourmet Select, I will be calling them the treble clef pattern. Somebody sold 2 of these, just 2 of the knives on Etsy for around $30. Most of the listings on eBay suggest that I would be getting somewhere for a set of 6, because most people were selling them as a set of 4, anywhere between $35 and $45 for the set of 6. I did a late night live sale on Niknax.net, and I sold 2 items to the same buyer. It's this Fenton Silvercrest base. It's the mini version. And then this tidbit tray is Blue Ridge. Let me turn it around the other way. Blue Ridge. It says Blue Ridge China, hand-painted, underglaze, Southern Potteries, ink, made in the USA. I have another one of these that's yellow. She wanted the blue one. I did show her the yellow one for in case she wanted both. Look how pretty they look together. I paid $7.38 for these 2 items, and I sold them for $24 plus shipping. I have a sold on eBay, and it's back here. That item back that way. You can see it a little bit better there. Let me get it out and I'll tell you more about it. Now you can see what it is. It is a potpourri warmer. It's made by International. It's the marmalade pattern. There's entire sets of dishes. Everything you can think of in that pattern. I love picking up that particular one if I can get it for the right price. This particular item, I did pay up for it because I had not seen a potpourri piece before, and I just wanted to get that. I paid $4.99, and I sold it on eBay. I'm running a super sale right now in my eBay store, so I sold it for $10.52 plus shipping. I'm getting ready to run another live sale, and I added some of my new items in. Had a sale on eBay, and it happens to be this item right here. Let's put it up here where we can see it better. This is a Yankee Candle shade topper. You put the canister candle on the bottom, you put this on top. They made a lot of these. And then there's underplates that that matched it. Or sometimes I guess they just sold the shades. I'm not sure. Sometimes I find them in sets. This one is the apples and apple slices. I paid $3.99 and I sold it for $11.99. I did a pop-up Good Morning Coffee live sale on Niknax.net, and I sold these 3 items. And if you've been following along on my channel, you know that I just got these recently. I paid $4.88 for them and sold them for $28. I just did a completely new setup. I took off all of my holiday items and most of my small items because I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I want to bring out some of my bigger items so that people can see them. They were in my buy it now, like this item and this item and this item were in the buy it now of Niknax.net, but sometimes people really want to see it. So I thought, let me bring out some of my larger items. There's a few smalls on the table, not many. My goal by the end of the year is to have 1,000 sales on Niknax.net. I don't usually do that with my other platforms, although maybe I should. But it seems to be a common goal on the platform, so I'm just going along with the trend because everybody talks about it. I have a little over 200 and some items sold already. And it is February, so I got to keep doing these live sales. I will be taking a few weeks off for vacation, so that'll hurt a little bit. I'm getting ready to run this sale a little bit later today. I ran one in the morning, the coffee one, where I sold a few items, and I want to add maybe a few more items to this that are either new or they're larger items so that I can show them to people and showcase them. I'm doing another afternoon pop-up, and I brought up a whole bunch of items that I had down in my basement annex that were always listed in the buy it now, but sometimes people need to see the items. So I brought those up, like that Jim Shore piece and the cake carrier there, the pottery piece back there. I added some new items, like that trinket box right there, the Nesco trinket box, this Pyrex bowl, and then I also grabbed the other Pyrex bowl. It's lidded. So on Niknax.net, the entire weekend, well, by the time you see this, it'll be over, this video, is going to be their Fenton Frenzy. People have been hoarding up their Fenton pieces, and they are now running their shows for 2 days. It's every hour on the hour for 2 days. So much fun. But I'm going to run my vintage variety show while that's going on, because not everybody wants Fenton pieces. They love watching the shows. They are so much fun. I'm definitely going to be in there watching the shows. I have it laying down here on my table because I sold it in my pop-up that I did with the new setup here. It was over on this side. I paid $1.99 for this Trieste 1969 wall hang. It's like a hard plastic. All the rage back in the 60s and 70s. And I sold it for $21. Do you have a favorite out of the haul? I am torn between 3 or 4 of these items. It's hard for me sometimes because I really like the colors of these, but then I really love this. And these were just so unique. Put any comments down below which one you like the best. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you later.